What's going on YouTube? KH93 here with a video update regarding what's been happening in my life. And I'm going to be releasing several of these because there are a lot of things I want to talk about, but if I put it all into one video, it would be way too long and it would be way too confusing. I'd probably mess up a ton of times. So I'm going to kind of break this up into several chunks, and hopefully you guys will watch all of them to let you guys kind of know what's going on. But this specific video will be an apology and explaining to you guys why I haven't really been producing a lot of tutorials. And I want to apologize because a lot of things came up that I didn't expect them to. My ignorance, I guess, and not knowing what was happening in my life at the time and what I have to do in the near future was really off. And I know I said in April, May time that after my AP exams, which ended on May 17th with econ exams, I said I was going to have a good bit of time to maybe release a tutorial or two. Didn't happen because our school changed our finals policy, and what I do, I have my AP exams, which are like the finals I actually think are real because they actually count for something, versus my school finals, which I can kind of blow off. But this year they changed the policy that it used to be that if you took the AP exam, which I had 5 of my 7 courses as AP exams, and if you took the AP exam, which I did take for all my courses, you would be exempt from the final. So really I'd only have to have 2 finals, and those were pretty easy. And what turns out, they changed the policy that even if you did take the AP exam, you had to come in for the finals break and do something. So what did all the teachers do? They load us up with projects. So I ended up having to do like 3, 4, 5 projects and or presentations between the 2 weeks after my AP exams and the final exam scheduled before the end of school. And that's why I didn't release the tutorials then. Now after my finals, you think, great, you're going to graduate, you're going to do nothing until the end of the school year. Well, I thought that too, but it turns out that me graduating at the top of my class, yay me, I had to write a graduation speech, which I kind of knew about, but it took a lot more time than I thought. I wrote a really good speech, which I thought was good. My mom obviously wanted to read it to see if it sounded good. She said it was crap, so I had to rewrite it maybe 3 times. And then I had to practice it in front of her, and every ounce of free time I had after finals before graduation, I had to practice in front of her. So that was really annoying. And I was just, worried about college stuff at that time too. And after graduation, I decided I wanted to take a week off to just do nothing and do what I wanted, which would have been to release a tutorial or 2. But what happened was I got sidetracked with my school's financial aid policy, and it was really weird because I have an older brother and sister who are in college, and their financial aid stuff, it was all really fine. It was really self-explanatory. You had your tuition, subtract all your scholarship, that's what you pay. Not with my university, which by the way is Lehigh University, and their financial aid policy is really weird, really confusing. So I was on the phone with them all the time trying to get things sorted out, emailing back and forth between various things, all my things. It was just really confusing and a mess, and that actually took up most of my month of June, believe it or not. And while you might think, okay, I wasn't talking to them 24/7 over a period of like a month, I didn't want to create tutorials out of the fact that I felt obligated to. I mean, yes, I do feel like there's something pulling me that I have to release tutorials because I want you guys to learn, but I really don't want to be one of those teachers and instructors that do things reluctantly. I don't want to be one of those people that just kind of do it because they have to. I want to film stuff and teach you guys because I want to. And a lot of that financial aid stuff was stressing me out. It was wearing me out. I was very fatigued. And during that whole month of June, I just did not have motivation at all to film. Like every time I went down to my basement, I carried all my gear from up here down to the basement. I was like, I'm going to film this stuff. But after I got all the stuff down and I sat down and I really started hitting the record button to actually film stuff, I just kind of lost it. Like I couldn't do it, and I didn't want to convey that to you guys because I don't want you guys to learn from a poor video or a poor instructor, because I know, and maybe you guys might not feel this, but when I create my tutorials, there's a lot of pride and passion that goes into it, and I don't want to convey any like boringness, reluctance, stress into that. I want you guys to have a very pleasant experience when you learn pen spinning, so you guys are motivated to learn more and improve yourselves. But the fact that I was so demotivated, discouraged, and upset about all the stuff I was having with my college situation, it kind of really bogged me down. And so I didn't want to create really cruddy tutorials just because people were demanding them, because even though you guys might have thought the tutorials were satisfactory, I know I would not have been happy with them. And to this day, there are some tutorials at the time you guys thought were really good, but I thought they weren't so great. And really, I do YouTube for myself, and I do it for you guys too. But the main reason that motivates me to do tutorials is because, you know, I want to do them. It gives me happiness to create stuff and help teach people. But if I can't teach people as effectively as I want it to be, then there's no point in me doing it. It doesn't help you guys learn better. It doesn't make me feel any better. So it's a lost cause and lost time. So I just didn't do it and kind of put it off. Now, after June, kind of, the financially stuff kind of melted away, and I was able to relax for a little bit, and that's kind of when I started thinking about, you know, I feel a little bit better, I'm not as stressed, I can relax a little bit, I'm refreshed from sleeping a lot more, and I can film a tutorial or two. And so I really did think about that. And it took me until July 4th when I released those 2 tutorials on the, well, not, I released the triangle pass on July 4th and then the side spin tutorial on June 27th. So around the end of June, I was starting to feel better, and that's when I started thinking about creating tutorials, which I did. And just to show you guys that I'm not like just making this crap up, I do have a list, and I didn't make this just now. I have a list on my iPhone. Let's see if I can get this exposed correctly. It says tutorials there. Come on, focus. Okay, it says tutorial there, and it has like a bunch of things that I want to do for you guys. Tutorials I want to do for you guys. And if you guys see what you want to hear, that's great. But I have a list. I created this a long time ago of tricks that I know that people request a lot, that I can do pretty consistently and do a good tutorial on. And that list is only 11 items long, and that's a lot shorter. Like, I thought I knew a lot more tricks. I thought I could do a lot more, but apparently I can't. And the one huge setback for me is that because I wasn't pen spraying during the school year because I was so busy, I kind of lost the muscle memory that I had to do certain tricks. So it's taking me a lot of time now to kind of like, not really relearn, but just kind of get used to it so I can do them consistently enough to do a tutorial on them. And again, I don't want to be able to be those people that like do it like just once and then kind of crap out and, you know, don't do good on the rest of the tutorial like I did on the side spin. But I want to be able to produce, again, good tutorials for you guys. And a lot of that has to be, you know, being good at pen spinning, obviously. So all those factors combined, I don't really have much to tell you other than that. Also, for this time being, like in this kind of time right now, I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty motivated to film some pen spinning videos. I don't have a camera, okay? I use my brother's DSLR, which is a Canon 60D. I use his camera, I use his gear, I use pretty much everything that's his. And he is on a service trip that's going to take about 2 or 3 weeks, and he won't be back until the beginning of August. Now that's a whole, you know, 2 or 3 weeks that you guys probably will go without videos. But fear not, I found a good deal on a DSLR of my own, a Canon T3i with a standardized kit lens, and it has the same video sensor as my brother's camera, so you guys will notice no difference other than it might be slightly darker if I zoom in a little bit. But other than that, it should be pretty smooth sailing. I should be able to get some more tutorials out, but since I ordered it like just yesterday, I have to wait for about, you know, up to possibly 2 weeks for it to ship. So I know it's not a huge difference, 2 weeks versus 3 weeks of waiting, but it's better than nothing. It could process earlier, could ship faster than that, who knows, but you guys are going to probably get something within 2-3 weeks maybe. I'm going to try to push for that. So that's my situation. For some reason, something's always been popping up a lot more than I thought as to reasons why I haven't been able to produce tutorials, whether it be, you know, me being very busy with college stuff, me not being motivated enough and not wanting to produce crappy tutorials, or not having a camera available like I do right now. But after I get the camera on my own, after, you know, a lot of this college stuff is kind of starting to melt away, then it should be pretty well. And my computer is currently running out of battery, so I have to end this video pretty soon. So that's all I have to say. I'm going to create more videos explaining a lot of this stuff, so please keep watching, keep a lookout for those videos explaining those things. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. It seriously has been an awesome journey. I never would have thought I would have reached 8,111 some subscribers and 3.4 million video views. Thank you, guys. It's been fantastic, and I appreciate your support. I'm going to try to support you guys the best I can, but again, depends on whatever situation pops up, but I'll be trying to update you guys along the way. So thanks for watching. Again, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video.